Okay. Is everyone all right so far? Good. Okay, let's move on then. Now, obviously, as I've indicated, many of the clients that I speak to are first home buyers, and they don't have a great deal of money. They want to buy it because they want to live in there, or they want to rent it, they want to buy it as investment property, either which way. They want to buy a property, but they just don't have a great deal of money to do it. First homeowners grant can assist you. Who can tell me how much the first homeowners grant is worth here in Victoria at the present moment in time? 7. You'd be glad to know that it's actually 10. $10,000. You're correct, actually. The first homeowners grant is 7. The first home bonus that the state government supplements it with is an extra 3, taking you to $10,000. So that's great news. If you're buying your first ever property, you could actually access $10,000 worth of monies from the state and federal governments. That's a great step up as far as you're concerned, I would have thought. But there are a couple of caveats or caveats. I'm not too sure how you pronounce it. Latin was never my specialist subject. Okay?
Question.
Sure.
With the 10,000, doesn't that apply to properties under 500?
No. There's been an introduction in terms of stamp duty. Right. Stamp duty has changed.
Was it an old law? Like, I remember about 6 or a year ago,
yeah.
6 months to a year ago, they said the properties up to or less than 500,000 attracted another extra amount for first-time buyers. So it went from 7 to plus 3,000 or whatever and made it 10.
Sure. Now, with regards to it, all I can tell you at the present moment in time is if you're a first-home buyer, you can actually access $10,000 irrespective of the value of the property. Okay. But they have actually introduced changes to stamp duty for those people who already own their property in this room. If you're looking to buy another property, provided you're not buying it for an investment purpose and it's below $500,000, you'd be glad to hear they've reduced the stamp duty as of this month. Okay, so I'm not too sure if that might be the thing. Anyway, so I said, first homeowners grant, or FOG, as it's referred to in the business, $10,000. So a great assistance to you, but there are a couple of caveats to that. Can I just ask you just to grab one of those and pass it on? This is the front cover of the first homeowners grant application form that the State Revenue Office administers. If you've got any spares, you can just put them on the floor next to you, that'll be fine. I'll pick up those in a second. And I think that it's the first 2 questions, but certainly the first question says, have you or your partner had access to the first homeowners grant before? Well, clearly if you've had it before, then you won't be a first homeowner, will you, by definition, because you've obviously already bought a property before. But what causes some traps to some people is if their partner has had access to it, unfortunately, if their partner has had access to it and they're now your partner, neither of you can now access it again. Okay? So if you do need to access this money and your partner's already had it, you might be starting to look for a new partner. That'd be my advice. Okay? A little extreme, I know. I can't remember which question it is, Dan. Now, I have filled it in a few times for people. But the other side of it is, I mean, there are 7 questions, as you can see. Okay? One of them says that you need to have lived in the property, if I remember correctly, for 6 months within 12 months of settlement. You need to have lived in it for 6 months within 12 months of settlement. So you settle it, you could have moved in there and lived in it for 6 months. Okay? If you're looking to buy this property from an investment perspective, so you're looking to renovate it and sell it, looking to get people to rent it from you, well, again, your access to the first homeowners grant then won't be applicable. You won't be able to get hold of it if you're looking to buy it from an investment perspective generally. Now, you might buy it, move in it for 6 months, benefit from the first homeowners grant, move out and rent it. Well, that's your choice. Okay? You need to be aware of the fact that, yes, it is there, but if you or your partner have had it before, you can't have it. And generally, from an investment perspective, it's something that you can't actually access as well unless you do what I've just indicated, live in it for a period of time.